Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Fernando, Director of Training at Noble Samurai. And today, I have a question for you. Are you making as much money in your online business as you'd like? If you answered no, then you're not alone. Every day, thousands of people just like you join the internet marketing gold rush and start searching for that online gold mine that will deliver a flood of income flowing into their bank account. But the sad reality is that most people never find their online gold mine. In fact, a study conducted by the University of Tennessee found that over 63% of information-related businesses fail in the first 4 years. Some estimates put this number as high as 97%. Here's what usually happens. You buy a course, product, or piece of software that promises to reveal the secret of success. You start following the system for a few days, but it always turns out to be much more difficult than was promised. Then, life gets busy, you get distracted, and you begin to lose interest in the product you purchased. But the next time you check your email, you find out about a brand new course that seems much easier and a lot more profitable than the last one. So, you buy the new course, and the cycle begins all over again. After several failed attempts, you feel jaded, lied to, and you feel like a failure because everything seems so much harder in reality than what you've been told. Eventually, you give up on the idea of creating an online business. You think, what's the point? It never works out anyway. Well, all that is about to change, because in this presentation, I'll share with you the 3 things you must do to eliminate procrastination, get focused, and finally make your online business dreams a reality. First, you'll discover why using willpower to build your online business doesn't work and what you should use instead. Then, I'll reveal the one thing you must do to eliminate the procrastination that is robbing you of the online income you deserve. And finally, no matter how difficult building your online business may seem, I'll show you how to tap into an endless supply of drive and motivation. By the end of this video, you'll know how to apply these 3 principles in your life so you can finally create an online business that gives you the financial freedom you've always wanted. So be sure to watch this video all the way to the end. Okay, let's get started. Why using willpower to build your online business doesn't work and what to use instead. Now, the idea that willpower doesn't work is probably going to come as quite a shock to you, because most of us have been brought up to believe that achieving goals is just a matter of having enough willpower. After all, that's what all the motivational gurus have been telling us for years. Set your goal and make it happen using your willpower, right? The only problem with this advice is that it usually doesn't work. And here's why. Recent university studies into human psychology and neuroscience have revealed that willpower is not the magic bullet that everyone thinks it is. In a series of groundbreaking experiments, Dr. Mark Muraven at the University of Albany discovered that willpower is in fact a very limited resource that quickly runs out. In one revealing experiment, students were presented with 2 bowls. One bowl contained warm, freshly baked cookies, and the other bowl contained cold radishes. The first group of students were told they could eat the cookies, but had to ignore the radishes, which was very easy and didn't require any willpower. But a second group of students were told they could only eat the radishes, but had to ignore the warm cookies, which required a lot of willpower. All the students were then asked to complete a difficult puzzle. The amazing thing was that the group who had already used up their willpower trying to resist the cookies gave up on the puzzle much more quickly. The researchers concluded that the students resisting the cookies had already used up their willpower and didn't have any left to work on the puzzle. According to Dr. Muraven, there's been more than 200 other studies that have examined willpower, and they've all come to the same conclusion. Willpower is a very limited resource, and it quickly runs out. That's why so many people give up on their online business, and why you're much more likely to break your diet at the end of a hard day at work when your willpower tanks are running low. What this research means is that trying to force yourself to take action using willpower is just not sustainable, and it's actually a terrible way to try and build your business. As you probably know from experience, it just doesn't work. Eventually, your willpower runs out and your progress comes to a grinding halt. So if willpower isn't the answer to achieving your most important goals, what is? How do you eliminate procrastination, develop a laser-like focus, and finally create an online business that creates a flood of ongoing passive income? Well, the good news is that there is an alternative to willpower, and when you start using it, you'll be able to transform every aspect of your business. So what is this magical alternative to willpower? It's something I call want power. Want power is a completely different way to think about achieving your most important business goals. It involves figuring out what you really want and then programming that goal deep into your subconscious mind so that you develop a burning desire to make it happen. Instead of trying to use your limited willpower to force yourself to take action, want power involves igniting your inner desire so that you're compelled to take action. Here's an example that highlights the difference between willpower and want power. This is Roger. Roger's dream is to create a profitable online business so that he can walk away from the stress and rejection he faces every day as an insurance agent. He's tried to achieve this goal several times before, but every time he tried, the same thing happened. He'd start off well, make good progress for a couple of weeks, but then inevitably something would go wrong. Either there'd be a crisis at work and he'd have to work back late, or his daughter would get sick and he'd be up all night looking after her. There was always something. He'd try and force himself to work on his online business using his willpower, but eventually his willpower would run out and he'd give up. Now let's take a look at how Roger can make the switch from using willpower to using want power. This time, Roger begins by writing down why he really wants to build a successful online business. His list includes to stop working full-time as an insurance agent, to spend more time at home with my daughter, to be able to take my family on a vacation, and to be able to send our little girl to a good school. When Roger focuses on what he really wants, an interesting thing starts to happen. He develops a feeling of intense desire deep inside, and this feeling of desire is what want power is all about. As he thinks about what he wants more and more, his feeling of desire grows, and eventually it compels him to take action and start building his business. You see, when you get crystal clear about what you're trying to achieve, and you want to make it happen with all your heart and soul, then nothing can stop you. Unlike willpower that quickly runs out, want power is a long-term fuel that keeps you motivated for as long as it takes to reach your goal. By focusing on why he really wants to create an online business, Roger gets into the habit of working on his business every day despite all the day-to-day distractions that surround him. And by tapping into his want power, he's well on the way to achieving his goal and making his dream of passive income a reality. So just to recap, you now know that willpower is not the magic bullet that everyone thinks it is, and that trying to force yourself to take action using your willpower is just not sustainable. Instead, you need to make the switch to using want power, and I'll show you exactly how to do this later in this video, so be sure to keep watching. When you figure out what you really want and program it deep into your subconscious mind, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Okay, so now that you understand the difference between willpower and want power, let's take a look at the second principle I want to share with you today, which is the one thing you must do to eliminate the procrastination that is robbing you of the online income you deserve. Whenever you procrastinate, there's a mental tug of war going on inside your brain. On one side of this tug of war is the goal that you know you should be working on, and on the other side is a short-term distraction. For example, when Roger was trying to force himself to work on his business using his willpower, here's the tug of war that took place inside his head. On one side was the idea of creating his online business, and on the other side was the idea of watching TV. In this matchup, the short-term distraction of watching TV was often more appealing than the idea of sitting down at his computer to work on his business, so Roger would regularly procrastinate. However, let's now take a look at what happened when Roger made the switch from using willpower to using want power. By focusing on why he really wanted to achieve his goal, Roger drastically changed the mental tug of war taking place in his mind. Here's what his new tug of war looked like. On one side was the idea of watching TV, but on the other side was the idea of no longer working full-time, plus the idea of spending more time at home with his family, plus the idea of taking his family on a vacation, plus the idea of being able to send his little girl to a good school. In this new mental matchup, you can see that Roger's goal now has a lot more pulling power. And it's this pulling power that enabled Roger to overcome procrastination and take action on building his online business. What this means is, the one thing you must do to eliminate procrastination from your life forever is to increase the level of want power associated with your goal. Now you're probably thinking, that sounds great, but how do I increase my levels of want power? To answer this question, let's take a look at the next principle that I want to share with you today, which is how to tap into an endless supply of drive and motivation. There are a number of ways to increase the level of want power associated with your goals. And while I don't have time to describe them all in this video, I'd like to share one of the most effective strategies with you, which is to create a vision video. A vision video combines images, words, and music to create a powerful representation of your goal and the future you want to create. Here's a quick excerpt from Roger's vision video, which helped him to increase the levels of want power associated with his goal. Now, it's really important to understand how using a vision video works in the real world. In recent times, there's been a lot of talk about the law of attraction. Unfortunately, some people have suggested that all you have to do is think happy thoughts and the universe will magically deliver everything you want to your doorstep. In my experience, it doesn't quite work like that. Think about it. If all Roger did was think positive thoughts about building his online business, it's not as though one day he'd wake up and suddenly find his bank account overflowing with money. Here's how things work in the real world. As you watch your vision video and think more and more about what you really want, you'll feel a well of desire start bubbling up inside your heart. This desire is what want power is all about. And as your want power grows stronger and stronger, you'll feel compelled to take action. So the process is, your thoughts lead to an inner burning desire called want power. Your want power compels you to take action, and it's your action that leads to results. For example, Roger watches his vision video every morning and fills his subconscious mind with thoughts about being an online business owner and the impact this would have on his life and his family. These thoughts create an intense feeling of desire called want power, and it's this want power that compels him to get focused, take action, and start working on his online business. And it's through repeated action that he produces results. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment what would happen to your life and your business if you were to put all the principles you've seen in this video so far into action. Imagine getting crystal clear on what you want and creating a vision video to visualize your goal using words, images, and music. Imagine igniting your inner desire so that instead of relying on your limited willpower, you're compelled to take action by your want power. Imagine eliminating procrastination forever so that you make massive progress on your goals every single day. If you take these principles and apply them, you'll finally be able to create a profitable online business and transform every aspect of your life. How can I be so sure? Because these are the same principles that have completely transformed my life over the last few years. You see, a few years back, I was working as an IT consultant, and on the surface of things, it looked like I had a very successful career. But behind the scenes, things were very different. What people didn't see were the 70-hour work weeks or the overnight coding sessions that lasted 38 hours at a stretch. They didn't see the constant stress of working in a high-pressure environment and the ongoing clashes with angry clients. Deep down, I felt miserable, and every Sunday night, I dreaded the thought of starting another week. I felt trapped inside a corporate machine that was slowly destroying my soul. Perhaps you can relate to that feeling of being trapped by your circumstances. But even though I knew I didn't want to stay in that environment, for a long time, I didn't do anything about it because I was stuck in my comfort zone. But then one day, fate stepped in and pushed me out of my comfort zone forever. On that seemingly normal Monday night, I was involved in an accident at my karate dojo. To cut a long story short, I ended up in the back of an ambulance being rushed to an emergency ward. I had a pulmonary embolism in my chest and quite literally only minutes left to live. In the back of the ambulance, with the lights flashing and the sirens wailing, everything around me started to go dim, and I realised that this might be it, that my life might be over. Strangely, I didn't feel scared by this fact, but what I did feel was an incredible sense of regret. I felt a wave of regret wash over me from head to toe, because there were so many things that I still wanted to do with my life. Thankfully, the paramedics did an amazing job and got me to the hospital in time to receive the treatment I needed. While this may sound like a terrible experience, it actually turned out to be one of the best experiences of my life. Why? Because it forced me to stop, really stop, and take a long, hard look at what I was doing with my life. The following morning, I asked a nurse for a notebook and pen. I then spent the next 2 days writing down a list of goals that I wanted to achieve before I died. When I returned home from the hospital, I started trying to work on making my goals a reality. But I made one big mistake. I fell into the trap of trying to do everything at once. I wanted to get fit, build a business, find my life partner, travel, write a book, start a youth group, all at the same time. If you're one of those people who are continually trying to juggle multiple projects, then you'll know exactly how I felt. I was jumping from one project to the next, but I never seemed to make any real progress. I got more and more frustrated and tried to force myself to take action using my willpower. But eventually, my willpower ran out and my projects fell in a heap. Then that negative voice inside my head started telling me that I didn't have what it takes to achieve the goals on my hospital list. At that point, I was ready to throw in the towel and turn my back on my goals. But then, I remembered that overwhelming sense of regret I had felt in the back of the ambulance. I never wanted to feel that way again, so I decided, at that moment, to make a change in my life. I committed myself to figuring out how to achieve my goals and create the life I really wanted. I began by reading every goal-setting book I could get my hands on, and after 3 months of reading, I discovered a secret that completely turned my life around. The secret I discovered was the power of focus. I realised that it is possible to have it all, but the catch is that you can't get it all at the same time. In order to create your ideal life, you have to make the decision to focus on achieving your goals one at a time. Armed with this new insight, I returned to the goal list I'd created in hospital and chose a single goal to work on, which I called my focus goal. My first focus goal was to recover from my accident and get fit. So I created a vision video, blocked out all distractions, and using the power of focus, I completely transformed my body in just 12 weeks. The impact of focusing on one single goal was incredible. It was like being handed the key to life's success vault. My next focus goal was to make $100,000 from my online business. To do this, I got focused and in less than 5 months created a software program to help children learn how to read music. The program was called Piano is Fun. At last count, 6,971 children and adult beginners around the world have bought Piano is Fun, which means this simple little program has made me over $250,000. Once I realised the difference that getting focused could make to my life, I was hooked. My next focus goal was to write and publish my own book and become a best-selling author. By this time, I'd refined my goal-setting process into a step-by-step formula, which I called my focus formula. Using this focus formula, I wrote and published my book, The Oracle's Secret, in less than 6 months. And using the magic of focus, I sold more than 10,000 copies in the first 3 months, making it an international bestseller. Next, I returned to my hospital goal list and decided to pursue my academic dream of writing my doctoral thesis and earning my PhD. And using my focus formula, I was able to make this dream a reality as well. I then turned my attention to a new and very important goal, which was to find the love of my life, my best friend and wife. Once again, I set my goal, started applying my focus formula, and 14 days later, I found her. I met my wife Beck playing saxophone in a band, and when we got married in our local church, my dream had become a reality. I really had found the love of my life, my best friend and wife. I still find it hard to believe that the focus formula led me to Beck in just 14 days. This, perhaps more than anything else, convinced me that my focus formula was the key to achieving success in every area of life. And the reason I'm sharing some of my personal goals with you here is because I want you to know that the focus formula works in the real world for normal people like you and me. I want you to imagine for a moment what it would feel like for you to be able to set any goal, whether it's a business goal, a health goal, or a personal goal, and know with 100% certainty that you had a step-by-step formula to follow that would allow you to transform your goal into reality. Because today, for the first time ever, I'm thrilled to be able to share my focus formula with you. The Focus Formula is an online video training program that's made up of 7 modules containing 23 training videos. These videos walk you step by step through how to use the Focus Formula to set and achieve your most important goals in life. In Module 1, Find Your Focus, you'll discover how to escape the maddening rush of your day-to-day life and develop a crystal clear picture of what's really most important to you. If you ever feel like you're constantly being pulled in 1,000 different directions, then this module will help you to stop and clarify what you really want from life. You'll also find out how to identify the one specific goal that will have the biggest positive impact on your life today. This is your focus goal. Next, I'll show you how to use the future photo technique to add emotion and feeling to your focus goal, which allows you to quickly program your goal deep into your subconscious mind so that it compels you to take action. And that's just Module 1. In Module 2, Fuel Your Focus, you'll discover the simple 3-step process for making the switch from using willpower to want power. You'll be amazed by how much more energy you have during the day once you make this switch. I'll also show you step by step how to create your own vision videos. You'll learn the types of words to use, what images to use, and where to find them. Then I'll show you exactly how all the technical stuff works so that you can quickly and easily create your own powerful vision videos. You'll also learn how to turn down the constant background noise in your brain and achieve a sense of peace and tranquility that allows you to live joyfully in every moment. Plus, you'll discover the most effective way to let go of your thoughts, worries and problems at the end of the day so that you can get a deep and restful night's sleep and wake up feeling refreshed, alive and ready to work on your business. We'll then move on to Module 3, Facilitate Your Focus. In this module, we'll look at one of the biggest problems we all face, which is how to find the time to work on your online business while still making sure you meet your work commitments and look after your family. You'll also learn the one decision you must make in order to make your online business a reality. This single decision acts like a key to unlock a whole new direction for your life. Next, you'll discover how to identify your natural energy peak so that you can find the best time to work on your business and maximize your productivity and progress. I'll show you how to eliminate distractions and interruptions to create an environment that inspires and motivates you to take action and become the best that you can be. You'll also learn how you can avoid being distracted by the demands of your family and friends without being rude or straining your most important relationships. Next comes Module 4, Formulate Your Focus. In this module, you'll discover the secrets of effective planning and why over-planning can be just as dangerous as not planning at all. I'll show you a simple 2-step planning process that allows you to stay focused on the big picture and manage all the small details in your business that you need to keep track of. Next, you'll learn how to prevent overwhelm and avoid analysis paralysis. If you ever get stuck and just can't move forward, then this technique will help you to get back on track. I'll then show you how to use mind mapping software to organize your thoughts and create a powerful business action plan that will guide you to success. Then we'll move on to Module 5, Forge Your Focus. In this module, you'll discover how to use STAR sessions to accelerate your progress. The word STAR is an acronym that stands for a step towards achieving a result. Every time you complete a STAR session, you take another step towards making your online business dream a reality. You'll learn the importance of goal velocity and how you can use it to convert the hard work of building your business into a fun and almost addictive game. I'll also show you how to connect with an amazing group of positive, action-oriented people who will uplift your spirits, boost your motivation, and cheer you on to success. If there's anything that can transform your attitude overnight, it's joining a positive mastermind group. In Module 6, Fortify Your Focus, I'll show you how to avoid falling into the common traps that steal away your most precious asset, time. These include watching TV, checking out Facebook, or surfing the web. By avoiding these traps, you can redirect your time and energy towards building your business and creating the automatic income stream that will set you free. You'll also learn the best way to deal with criticism from others, so that instead of giving up on your dreams, you become even more determined to reach your objective. This module also contains the secret to overcoming indecision, so that you can learn how to make important business decisions quickly and confidently. Next, you'll learn how to eliminate the negative thoughts and worries that are currently preventing you from being all that you can be. Plus, I'll show you a practical way to reignite your passion when you're running low on self-esteem and are paralysed by self-doubt. And then finally, in Module 7, Fulfill Your Focus, you'll discover how to harness the positive energy that comes from achieving your focus goal and use it to propel yourself forward to reach for even bigger and more fulfilling goals. In these 7 modules, which contain 23 step-by-step videos, I'll share with you everything I've learned about getting focused and staying focused, so that you can pursue your business goals with confidence and make them a reality. Now, what makes this program different to any other program out there is that this isn't just a collection of ideas or principles. It's a formula. All you need to do is take your most important business goal, apply the formula, and you will see results. This is the exact system that I've used to achieve all my goals so far, and it's the formula that I still use every day. In addition to the 23 step-by-step videos, you'll also receive downloadable transcripts of every video so that you can quickly review the content and you never have to waste time trying to write down notes. Also, each lesson includes a fill-in-the-blank worksheet so that you can easily complete the action steps at the end of each video. Plus, I've also put together the Focus Formula checklist, which shows you each of the steps in the formula so that you can tick them off one by one as you complete them. This makes it virtually impossible to fail. All you have to do is watch the videos, complete your action steps, and tick off the next step on your checklist. By now, I'm sure you're wondering how much the Focus Formula training program is going to be. Well, when I created the program, my first thought was to run it as a 3-day seminar. The only problem with this is that I live in Australia. So if tickets to the 3-day seminar were $1,000, you'd have to add the cost of airfares, which could easily be $1,500, plus accommodation, which would be at least another $500. All up, you'd be looking at $3,000 to get access to this information. And while I know for a fact that the Focus Formula is worth far more than that because of the impact it can have on your business and life, I also know that most people can't afford to fly to Australia to attend a seminar. So then I started looking into creating the Focus Formula as a home study course. And when I looked at DVD production, packaging, storage, fulfillment and shipping costs, I figured out that I could offer the course for $697, which is a lot better than $3,000, but still a major expense for most people. I really wanted to make the Focus Formula as accessible as possible, so in the end, I decided to deliver the entire program online. And by eliminating the costs of seminar venues and DVD production, I'm thrilled to say that you can now get access to the Focus Formula for just $195. I think you'll agree, this is a small price to pay for a proven formula that can help you transform your health, your relationships, and your financial situation. But if you're watching this video, then you're a Market Samurai user, which means you can take advantage of a special 50% half-price discount off the retail price of the Focus Formula. This means you can get full access to the Focus Formula for a single one-time payment of just $97. However, this discount is only available to Market Samurai users and is only available for a strictly limited time. Once the timer on this page expires, the price of the Focus Formula will double. So to make sure you don't miss out on this exclusive 50% half-price discount, make sure you click the Join Now button that you'll see below this video. Plus, if you take action before this offer expires, I also want to give you 3 very special bonuses that will help you to get motivated, take action, and eliminate any obstacles that stand in your way. The first bonus is a copy of my Velocity Board software, which helps you to set up your focus goal in a matter of minutes. Whenever you do a star session to work on your online business, you just activate your star session timer and the software will tell you exactly what task you should be working on and how long you've got to go. This is a fantastic way to get in the zone, get focused, and get things done. And at the end of your star session, the software will automatically update your goal velocity so that you have a visual representation of the progress you're making. This software cost over $3,000 to develop, but you get your copy for free when you grab the Focus Formula. The second bonus that I want to give you is a collection of pre-made vision videos valued at $67 that will allow you to start visualizing your next goal immediately. These vision videos cover the 3 most common areas in which people set goals. Firstly, money and finances. This video will help you to visualize yourself developing a profitable online business, becoming financially secure, and enjoying the fun and freedom that money can provide. The second pre-made vision video is about health and fitness. This video will help you to visualize yourself becoming fit, strong, and healthy. It'll encourage you to eat well, sleep better at night, and exercise regularly. And the third pre-made vision video relates to love and relationships. This video will help you to visualize finding the love of your life and building a relationship filled with fun, happiness, and laughter. Now, in addition to the Velocity Board software and the pre-made vision videos, I also want to give you a very special bonus valued at $500, which is access to a private, members-only website where you'll get personal access to me. You'll be able to ask questions about the Focus Formula and I'll personally respond. Not a member of my team, it'll be me, working directly with you to help and guide you towards creating a profitable online business. So just to recap, you get immediate online access to all 7 modules of the Focus Formula, which includes 23 step-by-step videos that will walk you through my proven system for setting and achieving your most important life goals. And you'll get your own copy of my Velocity Board software that will boost your motivation and help you to keep track of your progress. Plus, you'll be able to download the special pre-made vision videos so that you can begin visualizing your new goals today. And finally, you'll get exclusive access to a private members-only website where you'll be able to submit your questions and get personal advice from me on how to apply the Focus Formula in your own life. All for just a single one-time payment of $97. But remember, your 50% half-price discount is only valid for a strictly limited time. When the counter on this page reaches 0, the price you'll need to pay for the Focus Formula will double to almost $200. So to make sure you don't miss out and to take advantage of this exclusive Market Samurai special offer, click the Join Now button below this video and lock in your discount. And of course, when you purchase the Focus Formula, you won't risk a cent. The program comes with my personal unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not happy for any reason whatsoever, all you have to do is send me an email and I'll issue you an immediate and full refund. No questions asked, no hoops to jump through, and no hard feelings. The reason I can offer this complete no-risk guarantee is I know for a fact from personal experience that the Focus Formula works. And I'm confident that when you join me and start using the formula for yourself, you'll see and feel an immediate difference in your life. So if you're ready to join my team and finally create the business and lifestyle you've always wanted, then click the Join Now button below. Remember, your special 50% half-price discount is only available for a strictly limited time. When the timer on this page expires, you'll need to pay double to get your hands on this system. So join now to make sure you don't miss out.